Hello, welcome back. So previously we treated functions in JavaScript. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you what are JavaScript scopes. So, and as the name implies, they are just scope and it's very easy to understand. I'll show you in a few minutes. So let's get started. I already have a folder, my own folder named scopes. You see, what I do is every tutorial I create new folder for it, so I will be able to separate it and it will be easy for you who are watching me to access your each course and to revise later. So this is a new folder for the scope. I can just right click and open with VS Code. So it's opening up. I think it's taking a little bit of minutes to load, but it's okay. We already know how VS Code works. So now I don't need this. I remove it and I create two files. So the first file will be my index.html. So it's creating it. It's already created. And the second file also will be my scripts. So we have the second file, which is script, because we are writing JavaScript code. So I will name it script.js. And it's taking some minute to create the file also for me. Okay, I can close the sidebar and navigate to my HTML. So, and then bring out the normal template for writing HTML code. Then inside the title here, I can just come here and type in scopes in JavaScript. So the scopes now. The scopes is the thing is we are writing JavaScript code inside our script.js, so we need to link it. So, but let's just have a h1. It's not necessary, but let's just have it or a paragraph tag that says hi scopes. So we just want to see something inside our browser, and then let me link it. So we want to link our JavaScript file to our HTML, so we can just say script. I'm seeing something, Control Z, script. Then let's use this. So we are using this. So scripts now. Inside here we can just have the name of the JavaScript, how we name it. You can name it anything. It's not necessary you should name it script, but just make sure the extension is .js because we are writing JavaScript code. But you can see for the HTML we are writing .html, but HTML for CSS we write .css. And then for JavaScript, write .js. So that's how the thing works. So now we can just open up this in a browser. So I can just copy part and go to a browser and paste here. Then you can see this high scopes. So that means it's already linked. So what you want to do is to go now to our JavaScript file and let's check whether we link it properly. I can just say alert. I want to know whether I linked the JavaScript to the HTML. I can just say alert, hello. Then put the semicolon, save, and refresh. Now hello is working. That means it is working the way we want it. So I can just now remove this. I can remove the alert and then put in scopes because we are treating the scope. So what are scopes? So scopes are a way where it's just like a process of doing something. You can do it in two ways. In JavaScript, scopes are in two ways. We have the global scope and the local scopes. So what's the differences? As I mentioned, we have the global scope. What's this? So we have the global scope and the local scope. So let me show you the difference. Last tutorial we created, we did function, and by now I know you should be familiar with how to create function, but I'll still show you again. So the first thing you know when you want to create a function is to type in the function itself. Then you give it a name. What's the name of your function? You can give it any name. There are reserved words you cannot use, but mostly I know you are not using. So most probably you should give it the name that related to what you are doing. So when you are checking your code later or someone is checking it, he will understand what you mean with the function. So let's say our function is calculate. So we are calculating something. I can just say CALAC in a short form and open bracket. So after opening brackets, we move to the outside of the bracket and open a curly braces and click on enter. So it will go down. So this is a function, right? I know that you understand this how function look. So now let's say I declare variable here and say variable x should be equals to 5. So that means I declare variable x to be equals to 5, right? So and I said console.log what are we consoling? We want to console.log our x. So we want our x to appear. So I can just save. And so now what we need is we want to invoke the function. We have already declared the function and we want to call it. We need to invoke the function because it can work. So I can just say call and open the two brackets together with it, then put in the semicolon. That means I've called the function, as simple as that. Then Control S to save, then go back to our browser and refresh. But we are not going to see anything here because we said console.log. So we need to inspect and then navigate toward our console. So it's already opening up everything, so we can just navigate from here. So you can see this is our 5 here written. So we have console.log our 5 successfully. But one thing is, let's say I remove this console.log and then I cut it out and paste it outside here. So maybe I paste it here. I save. Now you see it's outside the function. The console.log is outside the function, but the variable is inside the same function which we declared. So I can just come here and refresh. You see it said uncaught reference error, x is not defined. That's it. That's the exact error message I want to see. So when you declare variable inside a function, it is a local scope. That means that variable is a local scope because it is declared inside a function. It's local. But when you declare variable outside a function, it's a global scope. So you can access it from anywhere. When you declare variable outside a function, you can access it inside a function or outside a function. It's accessible anywhere. So let me show you what I mean. So let's say I said variable y to be equals to 10, and I put the semicolon, give it a space so it will look more neat. So now inside here, I said console.log my y. So now you see I declared this y outside here, and I want to console.log it. Let's see. And I refresh. It's giving me 10 because I declared the variable y to be equals to 10 outside the function. It's not inside the function now, it's outside the function. This is the function opening curly braces and the function closing curly braces. So anything declared outside here, either top here or bottom of the function, is outside. So now I can access it from here and it is accessible. Let's say I just copy this also, or cut it rather, and paste it under here. So I'm what? I want to console the function. Now I'm calling the function. I'm saying you should console the result of y, which is outside the function, inside the same function. You understand what I'm saying now? I'm calling it, I'm consoling it inside a function, but the function is declared outside that function. So let's save and refresh. So we can see it's still giving us 10. Why? It's because this y, this variable y, is global scope. This is global scope. It is already in global scope, like this global scope. This is global scope variable because it is declared outside a function. It can be accessible both outside a function and inside a function. But any function any variable you declared inside a function, it is called local because it can only be accessible inside that function but not outside that function. So this is a local scope. So as easy as that. So let's say now I want to console.log my x, which is a local scope. Now I can now copy paste here. Then instead of y, I change it to x and save. So you see everything will appear. The y is declared globally, it will still appear, and the x is declared locally, it will still appear because I'm calling them, I'm consoling them still inside the same function. Then I refresh and you can see 10 and 5 appeared. So let me show you something. Let's say I cut this and paste it outside here and save. So this, let me make it neat. No, outside, and I save. So you see that the only 10 will appear, the y will appear, but this 5 won't appear because it cannot access it locally, because this x is declared locally. So I can just refresh. Now you see the 10 appeared, but the 5 said uncut reference error, x is not defined. This whole thing, this whole place is outside this function, doesn't know that x exists. That's just the simple English to use. I don't know whether you understand it. If you don't understand or you have any question more about global and local scope, just tell me in the comment section and I'm sure I'm going to answer you. And if you want more tutorial on just this scope only, just tell me. Look, one thing is when you start learning and you learn something for the first time, not always everybody understand it for just looking it for the first time. But so when some just check it again and do more practice, and I'm sure you are going to get it. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I told you already before that this will keep me motivated, and like this video if you already